Hey everyone, welcome to the best US Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm sonofasilverstacker. Today's date is the 27th of June, 2025, and in this video we're going to be talking about US Mint sales. Why? Because they're vital to numismatist flippers and investors to determine demand and mintages. Now, before any of that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to reach a bazillion subs. It's a really big number. Not sure exactly what that number is, but I'm pretty sure it's ginormous. Also, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. I never know what I'm not going to say. Now let's bounce over here to moneymetals.com. Bam! Looks like, wow. So the markets yesterday were doing fantastic, but precious metals looks like not so much. Gold's down $40.15 to $3,300.55. Silver down 70 cents, 36.14, almost 2%. That is incredible. Platinum down 64.25 to 1369.60. Palladium down 17.35 to 1143.45. And look at that, Dr. Copper coming in strong over here, up 8 cents to $5.08 per pound. Pounds, baby. That's incredible. Now, over here, you're looking at in-stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is $6.69 for the quantity 1 through 39. They got you paying $42.79. Now, the buyback, that's the sell to them price, is $37.43. And that is definitely above the silver spot price at $36.10. Now for some good news from the United States Mint. Look at this. This is the bullion sales. I got to show you. They've updated. Well, they kind of added some data and they've taken away some data, which is really kind of odd. But here we go. But there's some fantastic things happening. Look at this. I can go all the way back to 1986. What? Yeah, that is incredible. So that's amazing. Thank you for that, United States Mint. However, we did have some sales for May, even though we're here at late June, already into summer. And they memory hold the May numbers. Not sure exactly what's going on there, but check this out. We can finally compare and contrast some of the numbers that we're seeing here. And I'm going to go down to the bottom here, which says total 73,500. That's 1 ounce gold eagles sold right there. Then we have half ounce gold coins, and then quarter ounce, and then 10th ounce. Okay. So this is really quite incredible, and it shows you the lack of sales for these particular gold eagles for 2025. So let's bounce over here to 2024 bullion sales right there. And what's interesting, they added some new vernacular down here. Full calculation. Look at that. That's their full calculation. That's a new thing. So yeah, it's kind of wild. Look at it. So 1 ounce gold coin sold for January 2024, total 87,500. Well, look at this. We are only at 73,500 right now. So we're below 2024 January numbers. And we are in, 4 months deep here? And honestly, are the May sales even that great? Are we even going to get to those sales totals of 87,500? Yeah, I don't think so. I doubt it. Now, this is the half ounce gold coin sold in January of 2024 was 25,000. Well, gosh. Where are we at now? Half ounce gold coin sold as 19,000. Whoops. Yeah. Same situation over as the 1 ounce. And does it follow through to the quarter ounce and the 10th ounce? Yes, it does. It really does. It's quite incredible. So here's the quarter ounce gold coins. They've sold 30,000 plus 2,000 for a total of 32,000 here. And oh yeah, look at that, 46,000. And then 10th ounce, they sold 115,000. And we are only at 110,000 for those 10th ounce gold coins sold for 2025. Now, why do you suppose that's happening, folks? Is it the price of gold? Probably. I mean, what's one of the biggest challenges all of us have right now with purchasing gold and silver products, particularly from the United States Mint? Yeah, it's that price, isn't it? It's brutal. It's brutal. Now, let's get over to some really good news. I really like this. This is my favorite part, the part I really like. Now, here we are at the cumulative sales figures, and this is for data through June 22nd, 2025. That was just about, 5 days ago now. And check this out. This is fantastic. You used to have to put let me just highlight this. I'll copy here, paste it here, and that's the only thing you should see after I hit enter. Whoops, that's too many probably. There we go. AK. Bingo, right there. There it is. It isolates this particular product, right? And if we go back, yeah, there it is again. However, check this out. This is magical. I'm going to type in 2025 proof set, and I've never been able to do this before, but here it is. Look at that, 2025. Used to have to just know the product code, like 25RG or 25 this, that, or the other. Nope, not anymore. Not anymore. You can just type in the product you like. It's quite incredible, and it's a very powerful tool, no doubt about it. So with that said, now that we have the 2025 proof set numbers for 6/22/2025, let's go ahead and compare and contrast those numbers over here at coinnews.net. This article by Mike Unser is dated June 20, 2025, just a week ago now. Title is U.S. Mint Sales, Army 2025 West Point Proof Silver Eagle debut. And that's the talk of the town right there, folks. Can't wait to find out what the real mintages are for these particular coins. Now, U.S. Mint's top sellers, we're going to pass that, and we're going to go straight down over to the proof sales right here. And there we go. So the last sales we saw was 259,769. Well, we are now at 262,888, and the difference is 3,119. And well, whoops, I was just there. Hi, how are you? Look at that, 3,119. That is almost even, Steven, right there with the sales from last week. And remember, folks, this is a very low minted product, no doubt about it. And let's keep on keeping on. I'm going to show you the next one. It's the 2024 Unk set, right? Type there and then just put Unk. Oh, yeah, look at that. Bingo. They've sold now 183,401. And if we go to the Unk set down here, past the silver proof sets, yeah, 183,119 for a difference of about 300, maybe 285-ish or so. Yeah. So sales are declining there, but the question really is how many more of these uncirculated sets in 2024 are available. We know the stated product limit on this one is 190,000, and typically the mint, they're not going to do as many as they say they will. That's just typical. They never really get on that number exactly, and only a few times I've actually seen them over the stated product limit, and that's pretty rare as well. Now let's go to the next item up I wanted to show you here, and this is pretty cool actually. I like this. Let's check out the 2025 American Eagle, right? Oh, you know what? Let me show you the Uncirc first, and then I'll show you the Army one. And do I type in Unk here? Nope. So I think I can find it here. There it is, Unk 25 EG. So I got to put silver Unk. All right, so I'm still getting used to this. And then I type in Unk right there. Bam! So what this gives me is two product codes, 25EG and 25EG040. Now this one is about 12,000 and change, probably 12,000, 40 times 5 is 200 or 20. So that's got to be 200 because it's a 0 there. Yeah, 12,200 for these sales, and then 71,917 for the Unk. That's the latest sales data. So let's go back to coinnews.net. Coinnews.net. Did I say that right? Maybe. Here we go. Proof and reverse proof. Silver Eagles. All right. Last number we looked at was 71,339, and we're at 71,900, and I think it was 17 there. So that's definitely over, and that's over only by about, gosh, not that many, folks. I'd say that was just under 600 or so. And the question I have here is how many of these bad boys are already struck. I think I'm around 84,000 with a stated product limit, I think, of 90,000. Almost added 100,000 to this total. Whoops. Yeah, so we're really close to having this particular product, this uncirculated Silver Eagle, go bye-bye. And that is quite incredible. It really is quite something. We haven't seen numbers like this since the 2011 American Silver Eagles was special, that part of a special set, right? That was incredible. And this begs the question, what is this doing for sales for this uncirculated Silver Eagle from 2025? I would imagine they are definitely above what the Mint is selling them for retail. However, maybe not. I definitely believe the United States Mint is overcharging for their silver products, and I don't know that they can be justified selling these products at these prices, because I mean, look, silver's just less than $36 an ounce, and they're selling silver for 3 times spot, just about. Yeah, that's pretty dear. That's pretty expensive, right? And I don't know how many people could afford that. In fact, there's an article over here at numismaticnews.com, and it says here, this is by Numismatic News staff, dated June 25, 2025. That was just about 2 days ago now. The poll question is, what do you think is the biggest challenge facing new collectors today? And I think you already know it, folks. Is it the United States Mint specifically, or is it the prices they are charging, or is it just in general, coins are expensive, right? Have you been to coin shows lately and see what they're charging? Have you seen what gold coins are costing? So a new collector, right? What are they going to be collecting in this market? Think about that. Are they going to just stick to clad? Are they going to stick to silver coins? Because those are really pricey. And listen, what are they going to do with the coins once they get them? We're in new territory here, folks. So let's go ahead and read some of these. Look at that. That looks pretty tough, rolling this up that big old hill like that. This is from Bill. The biggest challenge for today's collectors is having enough money to buy decent coins at reasonable prices. Yeah, there you go. Name and address withheld says, unless one has deep pockets, one has to start with the Lincoln set and go from there. Prices are high and keep rising. Gold is out of the question. Half dimes are nearly impossible. Morgans are great, but there are several that are very costly. More than several. Hopefully, a new collector gets a good start with coins from his or her oh, yeah, inheriting things. Yeah, that's kind of nice. But what if you can't inherit coins, right? What if you're not that lucky? Your parents didn't collect coins, With silver-based coins taken out of general circulation over the years, new collectors have extremely limited opportunities to find coins with value. This takes the fun of the find and, I don't know about that, and continued interest out of becoming a collector. A current trend is trying to find mint-era coins, as evidenced by numerous Facebook listings. And I got to tell you, folks, I think the more rare that the silver is in our circulating coins, the more happy dance you're going to be doing when you actually find one. Back in the day, in the 70s, you could probably take out silver coins. Not as many as you have, there's more then than there are today. And they're making it more rare, right? And every now and then you'll see one. And that's time for a happy dance right there. All right, I believe that the biggest challenge, this is from Dave, the biggest challenge facing new collectors today is the high prices for coins and even supplies such as albums, holders, no lie there, right? And other miscellaneous items caused by inflation that sometimes keeps collectors, especially younger ones, from buying gold and silver coins. He's not wrong. I think the biggest hurdle for new collectors is cost, says Daryl. I remember several instances 25 plus years ago when I bought coins at local auctions for a fraction of their listed value. That's right. It used to be able to negotiate, but now that prices are going gonzo, you don't have as much leverage. Now people are paying 2 to 3 times the value, often more, right? Even more than that. That's incredible. So I think it's pretty obvious what's going on there. Let's keep on getting back to the story here. Let's talk about that American Silver Eagle, right? Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And there she is, folks. So remember, I just talked about how that particular coin had the 040 on it that had the bulk dealers actions. Well, I tried to look at this. This is 25 APM. I'm going to go ahead and clear this out and paste that there. And I'm going to go ahead and put 040, right? So there is no product listing. There's no product named, right, for the bulk dealers. I think they just pulled from this total of 100,000 coins. That was stated product limit. But really, did the mint sell or produce that many coins? I think we're a lot closer to 80, maybe 75,000 of these coins. I think that's it. That's all you're going to see here for the Army Privy Mark American Silver Eagle. I think that's really a good thing, because I think the United States Mint should also do that for the Marine and Navy Privy Mark coins that come out later on this year. I think that's going to be fantastic. Now, one thing I wanted to show you is the 2024. This is quite incredible. It's a silver proof set, and I love the new Mint website, how I can just type silver proof set and bam, there it is. So new sales totals are 170,397. All right, so I'm going to go back up to the silver proof set. There we go. All right, 170,385. Yeah, we had some sales there. I don't know exactly how many. What did I say it was? Yeah, 170,397. And we are at 385. So about 12 they sold, right? And where did those come from? Because I'll tell you what, this silver proof set from 2024 is gonzo. And it's been gonzo for quite some time. The weird thing about this is, well, it says no product limit, no mintage limit. However, the mint just said, you know what? That's it. It's gonzo. It's goodbye now. And look at the subscription. Yeah, if you subscribe for this year's product, the mintage limit is 185,002. Not sure about that too. Where are those going? But it's a whole lot lower than what we've seen here for the 2024 silver proof set. And I went over to PCGS proof sets guide price, right? And I thought it was kind of interesting how, look, just follow along here. This is incredible. So I'm at, price guide, proof sets. And here we go, down to the bottom. And I have all selected, okay? And yeah, where is it? Now I'm going to get dizzy looking at all these numbers spin by. Feel like a nightmare. And yeah, there we are. We're at the bottom of the page. There we go. It stops at 2020 from the limited edition proof set for $260. That really isn't that much money. The proof set, the silver quarters, is $70. Wait a minute. I'm looking for 2025, 2024 stuff, and it's not even on here. And I have all selected. So, you know, for such a data-driven hobby where knowledge is power, where's the data? I mean, hello. I mean, you know, obviously I don't run this website. I don't have this. This is not my company. But I would think that they would at least have current data, or at least maybe last year's or 2023 instead of 21, 22, 23, 24 missing, 4 years of data missing. That means the American Women Quarters program isn't even in here, right? Look at that. Proof set clad quarters, 5-piece. Yeah, American Women Quarters 2022, right? Don't even have that. What's up with that? Not sure exactly what's going on with that, folks. Let's keep on keeping on. I wanted to show you this. Here it is. This is the 250th anniversary United States Army American Eagle 1-ounce silver proof coin, $105. Stated product limit and mintage limit is 100,000. Household order limit is still 1. Are they going to sell more of these, folks? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, if you're a new collector, are you going to really buy these right now at graded values at $450, $395, or even raw at $260? Probably not. Probably not. I think your best bet was to actually purchase one from the Mint website and then hold on to it from there. And what are the prices going to be going forward? I don't know, but we could see them go higher than this for the Proof 70 Ultra Cameo, particularly if we see any kind of condition rarity like we did those 2021 Denver Morgan dollars. That would be something. And that would cause these prices to, well, I don't know about skyrocket, but boy, oh boy, they would probably be more than what we're seeing here now. I tell you, that would be something, because these are already really extremely high prices for 1 ounce of silver. Think about that, folks. 1 ounce of silver, $400, please. Oh, no. I'm sorry. $450, please. Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate that. Good looking out for me. Oh my goodness. Almost $500 for 1 ounce of silver. Does that even make any sense on any planet? Right? I mean, it's just one of those things. Now let's go to the plus ones. I think I've yammered for way too long. All right, this is about talk. Yeah, see, about talk. I was talking way too much. All right, it says here, the heart does not mean everything the tongue utters, yet on the tips of the tongue, the fate of the world rests. And I think that would mean that watch your tongue, right? In fact, you know what they say, hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. That's probably really good. In fact, I would say that you never, ever want to, even about your friends, don't talk bad about them. Don't even think bad about them, right? Because that is definitely going to shade our hearts and give us bad vibes all throughout. Now let's bounce over here to 39's Fine, 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is the Black Crows. She talks to angels here on 99.1. Now let's bounce over here. This is it, folks. That's the end of the show. Hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank you all for listening. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you're hearing, see, sub the channel. It's absolutely free. Stacker out. Oh, and we did hit 12,000 subs, so we will be having a giveaway, and I think the auction might be tonight, folks. Yeah, stick around for that. Stacker out.